Tennessee guard Bishop Boswell deserves a lot more credit and a lot more appreciation than he's been getting so far this season. Now, for starters, Bishop Boswell is not one of those guys that night in, night out is going to get you 20, 22 points and take over a game. But he is a guy that can also change a game in many ways as far as playing defense, playing on-ball defense, or even on the offensive side of the ball with making a good pass or getting down in the paint with the big guys and getting a big-time offensive rebound. Last night in the Vols' 86-85 win over Georgia on the road, he had 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the biggest part about it was he also took care of the basketball. You know, going into this season, I felt like one of the biggest missing pieces for the Vols throughout this year was going to be not having Jahmai Mashack. Simply because he could get you a bucket or two whenever you need it, but you knew for a fact that he was going to play defense as hard as he possibly could for however many minutes he was going to be on the floor. And I think we've seen that all year with Bishop Boswell. So essentially, I think Bishop Boswell is this team's version of a Jahmai Mashack. Because like I said, he's a guy that's going to go out there, and if you need 6 or 8 points from him, he's going to go get it. But he is also on the flip side, on the defensive side of the ball, going to guard the other team's best player for however many minutes he's out on the floor, and he's going to do a really good job at it. But it certainly seems like this Tennessee basketball team the last 2 or 3 games is finding their groove. Whether that's Nate Abment finally turning the corner, Jacoby Gillespie being the top 10 player of the country that everybody knows he's capable of being, or guys like J.P. Estrella and Bishop Boswell that are essentially those glue guys that can ultimately go win you a big-time basketball game. But guys, today's video is being brought to you in part by my friends over at Moondog Brick Oven and Seven Dogs Brew Pub. If you find yourself in the Southwest Virginia areas of Wytheville, Abingdon, or Big Stone Gap, be sure to stop in and have some ice-cold craft beer and brick oven pizza. But nonetheless, throughout the remainder of this season, I think it's time for us Tennessee fans and even the national media to start realizing how good Bishop Boswell actually is. And down the stretch in the Southeastern Conference play into the SEC tournament and March Madness, I think he's a big piece for however far Tennessee is able to go. Go Big Orange.